Greetings, greetings, family. Near and far, far and wide. On planet, off planet, in the planet, Shabbat. You do not go already.
Trust me.
Your nature is agreeable, step forward. Disagreeable, step back. And why, if you're tinkering and bothering and changing up yourself, then, come on. We can work with you.
Yeah.
My youth.
When you have love, anything can manifest for you. Just have gratitude. And yeah, we're back with Ladycrowne. And we don't stay down, we stay up. And we don't chat pop because it's real talk. Episode 73.
Wow.
It's been a journey. Just like to give a little shout outs now. Shout outs to Michaelia out there. And shout outs to the 2 new subscribers. I send you all divine blessings out there. That's for everybody tapped into this video, And yeah, fire is still sparking up. If you can hear that back in the background.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's been a bit of a Mazzolini, cuz, as STS would say. Probably come up here to the allotment. We've been up here for hours, but certain things were taking place, and I was taken away for about an hour or so, maybe a bit longer.
I'm thinking, what's Ladycrowne?
I wonder when we're there. But, one of the young bloods, them up here have an allotment, and them just bother him, We have police, we have PCSOs, whatever you want to call them, little puppet them. So we just deal with them and then gone now, and everything's just nice, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we're here. Beautiful day. It's about 8 Celsius out there. Quite windy up at the allotment, but we spark up the fire and we're good to go. I hope everybody's doing really well. Yeah, embracing all the gifts and all the blessings that's bestowed upon us every single second of every single day, and giving thanks for being seated here in this day and this time for this experience, because trust me, it is an experience.
I'd just like to say, a lot of people need to have more gratitude, because we like to live in our own bubble and think that our problems is everybody else's problems. No, sir. You need to realize that there's so many people going through real suffering and pain. Real suffering and pain that you couldn't even imagine. People getting tortured out there, people getting trafficked out there, People in war zones right now,
Yeah.
Give thanks for your life all the time, man. Count your blessings instead of your complaints. A lot of people only like to look at it through their perception. You need to have a wide perspective and realize that, trust me, your life is a lot of people would love your life right now to be sitting here and watching this video, in peace. Key thing here, peace. A lot of people like to tap into this drama type world and think, oh yeah, that's boring, peace and love, and yeah. You might. That's the old programming. You need to get back with the new program that's getting installed now of peace, love, light, and harmony on this planet. Because the more that we can vibrate on that level, is the more that we can really raise our soul. Instead of dwelling in those lower vibrations. I remember Dr. Joe Dispenza saying, shout outs to him, that most people's energy is stored in their lower chakras. This is why a lot of people are living in fear. They're not raising that Kundalini energy up to their higher chakras. We need to start doing that more so we can think better and do better. Your thought is linked to your action. Trust me. I know this because I take action and it gives me satisfaction. Trust me. It's not a joke. This is why I love acting upon what I want to manifest instead of dwelling with thought patterns that are linked to the old programming, from the past, because you're creating all the time, me, I'm really internal. This is how I speak, because this is the entity within me, STS, saving the savior. Yes, he's blessed, and you lot are blessed out there as well. Remember, there's so many blessings that a lot of people aren't taking notice of because they're not showing gratitude. Show gratitude for your life. It's a great frequency to vibrate in, because it's like my mentor likes to say out there, it's a magnet for manifestation, for good manifestations. A lot of people, they're not grateful for their life, man. They're not grateful for their life, and when you're not grateful, then obviously you're going to be dwelling in those lower vibrations, blaming everybody else except for looking at self. Just like Ladycrowne likes to say out there, when you point the finger, remember this. There's 3 fingers pointing back. This is why I always have self-reflection, and I've really humbled myself now. And I'm getting humbler every single day, realizing that I've got so many blessings that I wasn't taking notice of, but I'm taking notice of it now. Why? Because I'm tapping in every single second. This is what me and Ladycrowne really do. And this is why we're able to live our lives in peace and realize that it's all love, baby. You know what I mean? When you let love reign supreme, you will no longer be mean to self first and foremost and to others, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So keep on just vibrating with gratitude and love within your heart, and you'll see things manifesting for you, because you're creating, you're a powerful creator. I know for most people they didn't teach you that, but guess what? We're in an era of information right now, and it's time to tap into the right information for your brain to analyze, break down, and realize that you can become whoever you want to become, but it's all about your work ethic. Like David Goggins likes to say out there, your work ethic is key. Trust me, you've got to keep tapping in, baby.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Ladycrowne, let's get. See, this is what's beautiful about these podcasts. Me and Ladycrowne have discussed it before. There's a balance of the internal and external. Obviously, I'm internal, and Ladycrowne, she's not like she's just external, but she's more in touch with the external realm, and it creates harmony. Because now we can have a balanced perspective of what's going on in the world internally and externally. That's why I think these podcasts are really good for the people to,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean, have a balanced view of life.
Yeah, man.
You get me? Because to all of you out there, man.
Most definitely. Yes. Yeah. Well, we're approaching the winter solstice. You know, which is tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, the 21st. Is it the 20th today? 19th?
I don't know, you know. I honestly don't.
I can't remember. Today is
the 21st Friday, isn't it? The 20th, yeah.
No.
Huh?
No, sir.
Isn't it? Yeah, honestly, I'm not up to the dates because trust me. I'm internal, fam. Time don't really mean much to me. It's an illusion. It's a man-made concept.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not joking though,
It's the 19th today.
Is it?
So 20th tomorrow, 21st on Wednesday. So that will be the winter solstice. And yet again, that's a time for us to put out to the universe what it is we actually want to manifest. Yeah. Exactly. So what you can do is to write it all down on a piece of paper. Yeah. Fold the piece of paper towards you, so now those words that you put on the paper has been rolled in your direction, yeah. And then find, I don't know, a little ashtray or something like that where you then burn the paper, and then go outside and just let the ashes float off into the atmosphere. Just let the ashes go, blow the ashes out there, yeah. But if that's all you think you need to do in order for you to manifest, then trust me, be burning that piece of paper till your finger then white and bone are pushed through your skin. It won't work like that. Once you've written down what it is you want to manifest, and let's think about manifestation on a global scale rather than the I me thing. You get what I'm saying?
It's about you. It's
exactly.
About the all.
Because the more we want for each other, the better we all feel. So when you do something like that, and if you do partake in the winter solstice, because all these summer solstice, winter solstice, they kept us all away from all these ancient sciences, and they, when I say they, I'm talking about, have used it to perpetrate their agenda, and you can see where their agenda's gotten us to, yeah. So they've moved you away from those old sciences, which are our sciences,
like astrology.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those are the things that we need to do. So when you've written it down, done what you need to do, then go about making it happen. Because once the universe sees you doing what you're doing in order to manifest what it is you've asked for, guess what? The universe, okay, let's see what we can do here. There's benevolent beings. They're out there. Do you know what I'm saying? They're just waiting for us to get up as men and women and start doing. We can sit down there and kibba and clap with teeth and tongue till the cows come home. But chalk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words.
Real life.
You know what I'm saying? And you should be judged by your actions, not by what you say. Because when you're out there listening to the politicians, you hear them moving their mouths a lot. They don't do nothing, because parlay means to speak, means lies. Members of parliament speak lies. So they're telling you that's what they're doing. Do you see what I'm saying? Because of the trickery with the words. So you get up and make it happen. do something, no matter how small it is, but it only takes one little stone to be thrown into a river to create what? Ripples.
Yeah,
you know?
Of manifestation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we can do it. So everybody that's watching, whether you watch it now, hopefully you watch it before the 21st. But even if the 21st goes by, it doesn't stop you from doing that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Where you actually start doing that and tapping back into those old sciences that we once had. You know, we come from a lineage of pyramid builders, and to date they can't replicate those pyramids. Well, those big stones that they call stones were weighing 3 ton, 5 ton. They're not stones. We won't call a stone a 5 ton piece of black. You know what I'm saying? Granite. You know? But how did they move it? Did it have cranes? No man could have lifted that up.
Tapped into higher knowledge.
There's higher knowledge, exactly. They levitated those blocks and put them in place with their minds. That's how powerful we were. We still are, because it's in our DNA. It's not gone anywhere.
You have to activate
it. Yeah, you have to. You know what I mean? That crown chakra, that third eye. You know what I mean? You need to decalcify it and start doing the things that you know is best for you, for yourself, for your family, and for those around you as well. You know, there's so much that we can do. We're powerful, you know. Oh, truly powerful. Was you going to say something yesterday as well? So.
Yeah, you know, I just like to say that, you know, you was talking about action earlier.
Yeah.
This is key for me, and I know it's key for other people as well. When you're talking about the light beings as well, they are watching you. So your action is so key because it's linked to your thought patterns. Every action stimulates your thought patterns, either to think negative or positive. So if you want to be on the positive side of life, obviously you got to take positive action. You got to manifest what you truly want from your heart, and not just for self, but other people as well, because everything's interconnected. So just keep on tapping in and realizing that you got to tap into self-discipline, man. You have to be, like I like to say, you have to be obsessed, man, in order to really change, because the programming is installed into your mind, and without you taking action, you're going to obviously align to the old programming and live with your past emotions. When you can, and key thing here, your conscious mind is the creative mind, so it can create any emotion within that present moment. But it's the consistency, like I like to say, consistency is the key to victory. Keep that in your head, and you know what I'm dealing with when I'm talking about the low frequency. That's going to really help you manifest and help you be authentic, man, and be true to yourself and others. Without the consistency, you're going to be fluctuating in and out. What a lot of people are doing, they're living in both worlds, you know. And like my mentor likes to say, you can't serve two masters. You have to make a choice. You know, it's endgame now.
Yeah.
It's coming to the point where either people are going to be living in fear or living in love. You know,
got a choice.
You got a choice.
It's all down to we've all got choice. Yeah. Absolutely. There's oh wow, there's so much taking place on the planet at the moment. People backs up against the wall, so they're coming out fighting. You've got I don't know, some sort of coup taking place in Peru. People are out on the streets. There's riots taking place. There's all sorts. China, who have been subdued for so many years. You know, after the Tiananmen Square episode 50 years ago, all those protesters were slaughtered, murdered. The people are out on the streets again in Beijing, Hong Kong. They're all, because they just have had enough. You know, when you've had it up to here with your overlords, and we'll be told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and you can't. I mean, eventually people have enough, and you know they will sacrifice their lives for freedom, and I guess that's what it is, because you know, like I said before, freedom is never handed to you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody takes something from you that belongs to you, you don't sit down there and wait for them to bring it back, or oh, can I have back my no, you go take it. And that's what your freedom is. It was yours. It's your birthright. And if you don't reclaim it, then guess what? They'll hold on to it, because your sweat equity means a lot to them. It means they can carry on doing what they're doing, enjoying their lives, flying on their private jets, do whatever they want to do whilst you're there toiling and sweating your bollocks off, as they say in the UK. Sweat your bollocks off. Yeah. Wow. What we got? We got European members of Parliament Oh my God. Is it 5 of them have been arrested? Yeah.
I don't know.
5 of them arrested, and how many? About 40 are under investigations for, shall we just say, taking little payment from certain, certain other organisations, WEF or one of them places there. Houses were raided, how much hundreds of thousands of euros were found in their properties. Eva Carley, I think it is the vice president of the European Union. She had the most money when they lick our fiat door. You can see that it's all coming apart. All of the structures that they put in place to let it look like everything's wonderful and we're here for you and we're really good people and we're here to serve our constituents or our member states, you can see it all crumbling. These things wouldn't be happening if it wasn't. Do you see what I'm saying? These are people that have been put into place to serve their representatives. But, I've never been down with the European Union because I don't know what the backside that means, because I don't know how you can represent me when you're in Brussels. You see what I'm saying? And I'm in England on the land. But nonetheless, that's what's happening over there. Big hoo-ha. They're trying to keep the lid on it, but it's out. The cat's out of the bag. It's a bit like over here with the MPs that were claiming for their expenses and were claiming for second homes that they didn't live in and were employing their families to work for them and claiming all of money. It's called malfeasance in a public office. When you are put in a place of trust and you take an oath to serve and protect and to do what you need to do for your constituents, for the citizenry, and yet you don't do that, you help yourself at their expense, then it's malfeasance in public office, and basically every one of them should just resign. Not that take that back, should resign, they should be arrested and charged with whatever crimes they've perpetrated, because if you're taking bribes, then I think there's a law against taking money in order to push the agenda of the whoever it is, your overlords, your global elites. But that's what's taking place in Brussels at the minute. So keep your eye on that one. One thing that I did, these people are crazy, absolutely crazy. What's it called? The place they've called this, it's called Ecto Life. Those of you that tapped into the Telegram channel would have seen or listened to the video that I put up. They're advertising what it is they do in terms of these big factories where they grow babies in pods. What can I say? You see how man is putting himself above that which created man, the creator. There ain't nothing above that. Underneath the creator is man. Man is trying to put himself above the creator. It's, you're able to choose eye color, the hair color, the skin color. Those of you that find yourself more affluent can actually grow your little baby in your pod at home. These people are sick. Really and truly sick. Yeah? Now, when they do that, what need do they have for the woman, for the man? What they're showing you, they're saying they've been working on this technology since the 50s. Bullcrap. Now when people talked about clones, and you've gone, let them so silly. Now you know that definitely there are, because they're actually showing you with this Echo Life establishment that they are growing. I think it's up to 30,000 babies can be grown in one of their facilities per year. Yeah. So what need do they have for the woman and her womb? And guess what? One of the advantages of having one of those: no more labour pains, no more childbirth, no more cesarean section. I wear the blows and skirt to them people here. You see what I'm saying? But this has been happening for, I don't know, maybe 50 or 100, maybe 150 years. I remember watching a film called The Boys from Brazil. And there were 5 boys that looked exactly, well, they were identical. So they were cloning then. That was, I think it was 1938. They've been doing this thing for
That's
time.
What I was going to say. It's been happening for a long time.
Long time.
And when I showed you the rapper.
Yeah, oh yeah, with Ladycrowne right next to him.
Yeah.
And that was no camera trick. That was a real McCall. It's always been in plain sight, but true, so people have been occupied with lots of different things. They've not taken much notice of it. that they're telling you, they're showing you when they put it out there. I mean, this is an elaborate advert. It is an advert basically advertising their services. You're gonna
in America, they've got a website right now. You can buy one right now.
To belly side.
So it's out there. It's whether you're looking for it. You know what I mean?
But that's
you only can find what you're searching for.
Exactly.
You get me?
That's the route they want to take us down. We have to resist that route. We can't be anybody that says, "Oh, we've been trying to have a baby for years. This would be a wonderful thing." You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. The cloning man out there, all them Ancestry.com and 23andMe or whatever it's called, those places where you send your DNA off. What do you think happens with your DNA when you send it to these places? We've got tests, whether for your picnic or whatever reason you might want, or you just want to track your family tree. Your DNA, when you read the small print in those things that you do online or whatever, it tells you that they have ownership over your DNA. They can recreate your backside.
Why do you think they love to take people's blood?
Oh,
because when they take your blood, they got your DNA.
They've got your DNA. Man, come on, people. Una must wake up, man.
You know what? I remember Penny Kelly saying, obviously she's, well, I won't say obviously not everybody knows, but she's in touch with advanced races, and she said a lot of them love to dibble and dabble in DNA.
Oh, yeah.
So
they mess about with it, all right?
You know, geneticists, they're really in touch with that. So a lot of these work in hospitals and things like that. They work in industries where they can get to the DNA, stop playing around with it. You know, you got them mad scientists out there, and you got good scientists out there as well that are doing good experiments and things like that. But there's a lot of darkness. The darkness and the light, it's one of the same thing, because it's all your perception, isn't it? It's all down to how you see things. That's what I like to say. I just think that at the end of the day, protect yourself, protect your DNA, protect your way of living, because slowly and surely, it's getting the pressures coming more and more and more and more onto people, whether to align to their agenda or not, you know. And that's what we have to deal with. You have to be strong. You have to have a strong mind, strong body. You have to have self-awareness and realize that, you know, it's a rocky road, baby. It's a rocky road. Like I like to say, keep the balance, you know. Keep your head straight and keep on pushing forward. You know? Don't align to their agenda. Align to your agenda.
Absolutely, know? But call it out for what it is, though. You know, when you see things like this, you know, to just bury your head in the sand and go, "Oh yeah, that's them. Let them get on with it." No, because you know it's not right. It's evil. Them you're thinking they're not right. They're satanic. Yeah, they're taking away from you what the Creator's given you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like blaspheming for the Christians. Then when you blaspheme, then ready to cut you down. But that's what this is. You know, it's an abomination. You've also got the Human Meat Project. Oh, that sounds exciting, don't it? The Human Meat Project. Here we can, people for people, where you can donate your arm, your leg, whatever, so they can yummy. It's people just go and have a look on the internet. It's called the Human Meat Project. Fact is, for a long time, we've been consuming human byproducts. You've been consuming, aborted baby fetal cells, kidney cells, you name it. It's in skin care products. It's in so many of the food items. Any owner out there that love up the Pepsi. Oh, I love my Pepsi Max and the Pepsi. This is my Pepsi. Yo, yeah, drink baby. It's called cannibalism. You're cannibalizing on your own kind. They put it into the foods. It's in so many different brands of foods that it's unreal. Sweetie.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah, because like I like to say, it's chemical warfare.
That's exactly what it is.
People don't know what the chemicals actually are.
Yeah.
So when they're purchasing these products,
taste.
They're oblivious.
Yeah, because
they're oblivious to what they're eating.
What you got is a taste in your mouth, and that tastes nice.
They're not going to put on the ingredients. This is beetles. No, they're gonna put an extract of a chemical from that beetle, then call it. So it's an illusion what they're selling. They're not going to give you the true ingredients. No. Aspartame and all these mad names, but they're not going to give you the true ingredients of what's really. They're not going to put human meat on a McDonald's burger as the ingredient. You're mad. that goes against their very selling point.
Yeah.
You get what they're going to say? Oh yeah, it's 100% beef, mate. Backside you, because they can put whatever they want to put out there. It's a big illusion out here, and until you know where you're getting your food source from, then obviously you don't really know what you eat.
You have no idea what you have no idea what you consume. You have no idea. If you go onto the internet and just put in products with
I've got to say this. Sorry, it's on my mind, and this is why it's great to fast. And Ladycrowne has finished her fast.
Oh yes,
today. That went over your head, innit, because of everything what's happened earlier. But yeah, Ladycrowne finished her fast today, 14 days. Big ups to Ladycrowne out there.
Yay!
I've got to give you a round of applause
look, 25, 30. Not bad for 68.
I told you, your metabolic age might be 48 right now.
Yeah, probably.
Fasting's key, because even if you're having a healthy diet, eating a healthy diet, well, you still need to cleanse, because it's harder. Even the air, the toxic, everything around us is toxic in the city. Yeah. So you have to tap into a self-care, man, and realize that it's all about taking care of yourself, because you're getting attacked all the time. And if you're not aware of this, why, I feel sorry for you, man. But obviously, if you're tapped into this video, you're going to be aware to a certain degree, but it's about doing it. It's about doing what we're speaking about, looking after yourself and looking after your loved ones, That's so key. So yeah, keep on tapping now. I know a lot of people don't like fasting, but they'll walk up your damn,
Yeah, but them big cool.
But the thing about it is, as Ladycrowne has discussed with me, fasting is not only about the physical, it's the mental, man. It's about getting stronger so you can live without food. I know it might sound crazy, but you can live without food, believe it or not, for a certain amount of time. You can. Even up to years sometimes. It all comes down to your mentality.
Yeah. So if you go onto the internet and type in boycotting cannibalism, food and products containing aborted fetal cell, and that will give you a whole list. All Pepsi soft drinks, Sierra Mist soft drinks, you've got Ocean Spray beverages, Lipton tea and other beverages, all coffee creamers, Maggi brand instant soups, bouillon cubes, ketchup, sauce, seasoning, instant noodles. Maggi brand. In there, so bubble gum, Dentine, sour fruit mania, Bassett's licorice, all sorts. Anybody into the Bassett's licorice, all sorts? I used to love them, backside in there. Whatever. Sour chillers, mini fruit gums, lots of different things, trust me. And then some of the schmaxines, MMR, it's in there. Oh my goodness, there's loads of the injectables that I like to give you, which got aborted fetal cell lines in. So trust me, get the list up and have a look at what's on it, and trust me, avoid it as much as possible. When you consume that of yourself, people develop what they call, the mad cow disease. Mad cow disease came about because they did what? They fed cows, yeah? They fed them their own species. And so when the cow them can't walk and tumble all over the place, they call it mad cow disease. The same thing applies with us, yeah? When you consume that which is of yourself, you develop the same symptoms, and they call it whatever the mad name they call it, but it's also called kuru. Kuru is because you're putting in your body what shouldn't be in there. We're not cannibals. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be cannibalizing on one another, and that's exactly what we do. We're eating our own babies, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Talk it like it is, because that's exactly what they're doing. These companies that are doing this, we have to call them out. We have to write them under penalty of perjury. We have to let them know that it's not acceptable and they must cease and desist. You know what I'm saying? So to hear information like this and then to do nothing is to say to them what? You literally tacitly agreeing to continue, because nobody's raised an objection. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you know something and you know it to be wrong, it's incumbent upon you to do something. I don't care how you scratch the little note together or whatever. Do something rather than to acknowledge it and go, oh, there. Oh, I say. And not do nothing. Because guess what? You're going to get more of what's coming down the pipe. Because that's why they put it out there. They put it out there to say, well, okay, we've told them what we're doing. Oh, nobody said anything. Guess what they're going to do? Even more. You have to stop them. We have to stop them. It's our duty to do that. Because, like I said, you're consuming your own babies. Sickening, but true.
Yeah, they can't hide anything. That's part of a universal law.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to give the flip. Two powerful products that me and Ladycrowne have tapped into. DMSO, great for pain relief. Dimethyl sulfur oxide and black seed oil. Tap into those two products, and they're cheap as well.
Very.
They're affordable.
Yeah.
And they're accessible. And some herbs that I like to mention for you. Sea moss, you know? That Ladycrowne's big on.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Get me?
Yes,
it's a great thickener as well for your food, so you can cook it with your food. Then you've got bladderwhack. You've got sarsaparilla, one of Dr. Sebi's favourite herbs out there. You've got blue vervain, a great nerve relaxer out there. You've got red clover. You also got burdock root. That's got a load of minerals in that baby. Boost you up. And these are the type of herbs that can assimilate with your biochemical structure and help you on your journey. And there's many others out there. I could name so many more, but key thing here, alkaline herbs. And there's many of them around us as well, such as, the nettles. In terms of the UK, there's so many herbs around us that a lot of us don't take time to just pick. You're walking past these plants all the time, and these are the same plants that can heal you, Realize that you can put the right stuff into your system every single day. It's a choice. Well, as we both know, the mainstream shops are out there for the majority to tap into. But the more and more you awaken, you realize that, the food is your greatest ally. Trust me, be careful, because it is the greatest ally out here. Because just look at nature. Look at nature. Every single animal eats what it's supposed to eat. Simple as that. They don't go against nature, man. They don't do it. We do it all the time because we got the program. So we're not here to judge or not. You get me? Because we done it ourselves. You get me? We've all been there. But when you awaken to new information, now you can take responsibility. You know what I mean? Lessons to you all.
Yeah. You see, the thing is that the things that we talk about, you're not gonna hear on your bullshit mainstream media. You're not gonna hear it from the British bullshit corporation. You're just not gonna hear it because they need to keep you in a state of perpetual fear. Yeah. And going on to game shows to win some money to pay your gas and your electricity to keep you warm. So you don't freeze. When it's what's been done to everybody, it's been done deliberately. They're freezing old people to death, and young mothers with their young children who may be single parents who can't afford it, living off state benefits, and putting up the hiking the prices up to ridiculous prices. I put some gas on at STS. Captain Kirby's place, because like I said, he's in Jamaica. Hi babes, I know you're watching this, and sometimes I said to me, you go and talk them things, then I come for you. I said to him, make them come up here. I'll talk the truth.
Everyone's living in their own head.
You know what I'm saying to him? I don't, just make them come, because I'll talk the truth. If I lie, I tell them say so, but from it's not, then trust me, it's coming off my lips anyway. So I put some, they rang me to say that the gas had gone, so that was last week. Monday evening, and so I went up there and I put £140 on, and when I put the card on, boosted it up, it was £139.99. Yeah, I thought cool. Saturday afternoon, we get phone call, said the gas done. I said, I beg your pardon. And I was told that actually it was cold on Friday, so it probably went Friday night. 140 quid did not even last 6 days. Because I went up there Monday evening, it was probably about 8 o'clock that I put that on. And by Friday, around about the same time, it done 140 quid. Not even a week, not even 7 days. Because the tariffs have been increased. The kilowatt, the amount that they charge per kilowatt hour has gone crazy. And they just couldn't believe it. There's only a couple of tenants in there, and they're not there all the time, and they're not burning the gas all the time. I said, but Jesus, listen, all done by design. Then what they do, the government comes, remember, problem, reaction, solution. Pandemical horse. And tell you, so watch you know. They'll get £300 or £400 to put towards your energy costs. Where does that money go to? The same people them that's increased the costs. You see what I'm trying to say? So the money flows right back into their pockets. Does it go anywhere? It doesn't help you. You might think for a couple of days, oh yes, we get one little £150 to put towards me. It doesn't go, it doesn't help. What they need to do is put the assets back into the hands of the state. Who the state? We the people. They sold those assets, our assets, to their friends who now are charging us for what actually belongs to us. You imagine that. We come in your yard and take out your television and then charge you if you get it back. You don't tell me about my backside. Then if you care about my television, go and give me. You see what I'm saying? That's what they've done. So it's time to stand up, folks. And time to take these assets back into the hands of the state, because you remember, believe it or not, the government were created by men and women to serve men and women, and right about now we're serving them. It should not be that way. We've got to flip it back. Yeah. Anyway, my you wrap up.
Yeah. It's a flip. No rehearsal, no script, no acting going on. That's what we're dealing with out here. And just keep on working on your thought patterns, like I like to say, because trust me, from your thought leads to your words, and then your words lead to your actions. You know what I mean? And it creates your character. And also, key thing here, a lot of your programming is from 0 to 7 years old. So keep on tapping into your inner child and keep on loving yourself. Keep on spreading that love out there. And trust me, it will come back. Just keep on harnessing your energy within this present moment and staying cool, calm, and collective as much as possible. Well, big ups to all of you out there, yeah? Me and Ladycrowne are off skis, star.
Mm-hmm.
But we still there with ya.
Spiritually.
You don't know. STS and Ladycrowne, over and out. Peace and blessings.
Peace, my people.